Welcome to Pearls of Time. Did you know that in the 1600s a single tulip bulb could cost more than a house? How did a simple flower cause a financial frenzy and leave its mark on history? Let's dig into the curious story of the Dutch Tulip Mania. The story begins during the Dutch Golden Age, a period of immense wealth, cultural prosperity, and maritime dominance. At the heart of this era was the Netherlands, where art flourished, trade routes expanded, and the economy boomed. And in the midst of all this prosperity emerged a surprising star, the tulip. Tulips were first introduced to Europe from the Ottoman Empire in the late 16th century. Their vibrant colours and exotic appearance captured the imagination of the Dutch elite. They quickly became a symbol of status and wealth. The rarer the tulip, the greater its value. The journey of tulips began in the Ottoman Empire, where they were cultivated as prized ornaments. These blooms made their way to Europe through merchants and diplomats, enchanting collectors with their unique beauty. But tulips were not just flowers. They were a statement of taste and sophistication. In the Netherlands, tulips found a perfect home. Their striking colours stood out in a culture that valued artistry and individuality. Owning rare tulip varieties became a mark of prestige, and soon demand began to outpace supply. One particular variety, the Semper Augustus, was so rare and sought after that a single bulb could sell for thousands of guilders, equivalent to the price of a luxurious canal house in Amsterdam. As demand for tulips grew, so did speculation. Everyone wanted a piece of the action. Merchants, farmers, artisans, even servants started buying tulip bulbs, not to plant them, but to resell them at higher prices. Tulips transformed from beautiful flowers into speculative commodities. Stories of extraordinary trades spread like wildfire. It's said that one man exchanged his entire stock of livestock, including sheep, oxen, and pigs, for a single tulip bulb. These tales of fortune fueled a collective mania, drawing more people into the market. What made the craze even more extraordinary was the rise of futures contracts. People began buying and selling bulbs they didn't even possess, agreeing to pay or deliver them at a later date. This created an illusion of endless wealth. These deals often took place in taverns where excitement filled the air. Buyers and sellers negotiated over drinks, making promises that relied more on confidence than logic. The market became a game of high-stakes speculation. At its peak in early 1637, tulip prices soared to unimaginable heights. For example, a single bulb could be traded for goods like 1,000 pounds of cheese, 4 oxen, or a fine houseboat. The belief that prices would keep rising seemed unshakable. But, as with any bubble, it couldn't last forever. One fateful day in February 1637, buyers simply stopped showing up. Confidence evaporated and tulip prices began to plummet. Panic set in as people scrambled to sell their bulbs, but there were no takers. It's hard to pinpoint what triggered the collapse. Perhaps it was the realization that prices had become absurd, or maybe a single trade gone wrong. Whatever the cause, the market unraveled with astonishing speed. People who had mortgaged their homes or gone into debt to speculate on tulips found themselves bankrupt. The once thriving tulip market had collapsed, leaving behind a trail of shattered dreams. The aftermath of the tulip mania was sobering. While the Dutch economy eventually recovered, the event left a lasting impression. It became one of the earliest recorded examples of an economic bubble and a cautionary tale about the dangers of speculation and greed. Today, tulips remain a beloved symbol of the Netherlands. The country's tulip industry thrives, but as a sustainable and cherished tradition rather than a speculative frenzy. The tulip fields are now a source of pride and joy, attracting millions of visitors each year. What was once a symbol of excess has become a celebration of beauty and resilience. The story of Tulip Mania continues to resonate. It reminds us how irrational exuberance can lead to financial disaster. Whether it's tulips, housing, or cryptocurrency, history has a way of repeating itself. Economists often cite Tulip Mania as a classic example of speculative bubbles. It's a tale that highlights the perils of chasing trends without understanding their true value. What lessons can we take from Tulip Mania? Perhaps it's a reminder to stay grounded, value what truly matters, and approach trends with caution. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Pearls of Time for more fascinating stories from history.